Today I'm taking this 3D printed cannon and I'm giving it a cool paint job and an awesome looking base. Hey guys, what's going on? Michael here. So this week I've got a continuation of last week's video. I've got my little steampunk cannons, which I'm going to be painting up and putting onto some custom bases. Now it's time to get creative and see what we can pull off. So as you can see on the screen, I'm starting by priming out the bases in a black Vallejo primer, and then I'm going to base out the two cannons, one in silver and one in bronze, and I'll set these all aside to dry for a little bit. With the base coats on the cannons done, I'm going to add some detail to these bases that I made up. I'll start out by using a little gray paint to paint out the rocks that are on these bases. Now that the gray has dried, I'll use cardboard to paint the dirt muddy areas on these bases. With all that dried up, I'm going to take a little stone edge and dry brush it over the rocks. This will bring out all the details of those rocks and give it a little pop. The next step on the bases is to give them a wash. For this I'm using Citadel's Sepia. I'm just giving a heavy saturation over all of the dirt areas. Now here you can see I've skipped ahead a little bit. I've glued our base coated miniatures to the bases. Now these had a flat foot that I just applied a little super glue and stuck them down. Typically I would pin these, but these legs are way too small for that. By gluing them down though, it'll let me have a base that I can hold these miniatures with as I do the rest of the painting. For this step, I'm taking a little bit of gunmetal and I'm just adding some accents onto these miniatures, both gunmetal on the silver and on the bronze version. After the Vallejo gunmetal has had a chance to dry, I'm going to apply null oil over both miniatures. This will give the metal a more aged look and it'll highlight a lot of the detail on these prints. Our final step with both miniatures is going to be to take a little stone edge and use it to highlight the edges and just generally bring out some of the details on these miniatures. And there you have it, the smallest miniatures that I have ever 3D printed, painted up. They look pretty good and I'm happy with the result. Generally speaking, I think I prefer the bronze a little better, but it's nice to know that I can get two different looks just by changing up the paint job. Hey, if you like these videos and want to help me keep making them, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.